Farm to Market Road. Ang tinitingnan lang natin sa Farm to Market Road ay yan ba talaga ay papunta, nakakonekta sa National Road or nakakonekta sa isang post-harvest facility, kunyari rice mill or coconut oil mill. Yun ang mga pamantayan na sinusunod.
So dito ho sa mga proyekto na to, ano ho ang meron ng NEDA na pag-aaral?
Mr. Chair, meron ho, nung actually merong work ang assessment ang NEDA noon, ex ante yung to determine kung anong potential impact ng disbursement acceleration program sa ekonomiya. Ginawa ito noong 2011.
Siguro Secretary Balbisacan, para mas malinaw ho, for example, yung number 1, meron ho bang study ang NEDA dito? Number 2, number 3, meron ho bang or which among the projects ho dito yung meron o walang pag-aaral ng
We
NEDA?
evaluated the program as a whole.
So hindi ho siya per project?
In this per project, but we look at the projects whether they are final consumption expenditure of government or public infrastructure program of government. Kasi magkaiba yung mga multiplier effects nito. Ngayon, kung balikan natin ang 2011, 2012, 2013 ho, at i-assess natin kung ano nagiging impact ng programa, may ipapakita natin ho na for example, yung although this program was started in 2011, the big impacts happened in 2012 and 2013 kasi may time lag naman ho yon sa pag-implementation. At by the time we hit 2012, end of 2012 ho, yung naging impact ng DAP was to increase ang GDP growth natin by 1.69 percentage point. Ang economy natin actually grew by 6.8%. So if we what we are saying is that kung wala itong programang ito, the economy would have grown by less than that, by 1.69 percentage point less. Noong 2013, ang naging impact nito is 1.19 percentage point. Ang actual growth ng ekonomiya natin 7.2. So again, kung wala itong acceleration program ito, the economy would have grown only by around 6%. So ganun ho yung nagiging epekto ng programa, and it's consistent with what was presented by Secretary Abada earlier.
Thank you po. Kanina ho nabanggit nyo na there was underspending noong 2011. Every year naman ho, di ba nagsasabit ho kayo sa Kongreso ng budget. Bakit hindi nyo na lang ho sinama lahat ng mga proyekto na nandun ho nung nirelease ng 2012 dun sa NEP na sinasabit nyo sa Kongreso?
Katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, halimbawa ngayong taon, ang budget call namin nag-umpisa as early as December for the 2015 budget. As early as December last year, mga January. So, meron kang halos isang taon ang lilipas bago yung budget mapatupad. So, may mga pangangailangan na hindi mo talaga matitiyak o malalaman na pangangailangan yan doon sa loob ng isang taon. At kaya nga ang Kongreso binibigyan ang executive ng sinasabing standby appropriation. Na kung sakasakaling dumating yung pagkakataon o pangangailangan dahil hindi mo naman naisip yan dahil isang taon nang lumipas, ayan ho ang isang halaga nung ibinibigay na flexibility sa atin ng Kongreso.
Tapos you mentioned ho na may savings na 237 billion. Pwede ho ba kayong mag-enumerate kung saan galing tong 237 billion?
Well, ang pinakamalaking pinanggagalingan ng savings ay yung savings sa personnel. Yung tinatawag na miscellaneous personal benefit fund. At dito ho sa analysis na ginawa ng Department of Finance.
Ito ho yung pension and gratuity?
Hindi lamang yon. Yung pension kasi, isang bahagi lamang yan. Ang MPBF, halimbawa, kasi ang ginawa ho naming patakaran, kung halimbawa, mangailangan ang DepEd ng 40,000 teachers. Ang ginagawa namin, hinahawakan muna namin yung pera. Kasi ang practice noon, pag binigay mo lahat yung pera, pero hindi pa sila nag-hire ng, halimbawa, ang pera, ang sweldo para mula Enero hanggang Disyembre, pero Marso na hindi pa sila nag-hire, minsan yung pera nire-realign at ginagamit sa iba. Kaya amin po munang nililikom yan at inilalagay sa Miscellaneous Personal Benefit Fund. At
Yung
kapag
retirement ho, kasama din ho dito, tama ho ba?
iba ho yung Pension and Guarantee Fund, iba ho yung Special Purpose Fund ho yun. Iba pa sa MPBF.
So magkano ho ang nakuha dito?
Well, saan ba yung section mo yan? Yung savings. Yung, ito ho. Dun ho sa unreleased personal services sa loob ho nung 3 taon, umabot ho ng 100.
Secretary, siguro can we do it on a yearly basis? Actually, katulad ho, di ba, you said may 237 billion. Ito ho ba in a span of 3 years? Or baka pwede nyo sabihin, kunwari, 2011, ilang savings ho yung nakuha nyo, 2012, 2013?
Halimbawa ho,
No 2010 ho, magkano ang savings?
hindi pa ho namin ipinapatupad ang DAP ng 2010. Nag-umpisa lang ho kami ng October 2011.
Pero may mga proyekto ho kayong nahinto noong 2010. Meron ho ba kayong mga proyekto na nahinto noong 2010 na pinaggamitan nyo ng pondo ng DAP?
Wala pa hong DAP noong 2010.
Yeah, I'm talking ho about the funds.
Ang karamihan ho ng savings nangyari ho noong 2011.
So wala
Pero
ho kayong hininto na proyekto noong 2010.
Posibleng meron hong mga carry-over appropriations at
For example, yung dredging ng Laguna Lake.
ay yan ho ay utang na hindi natuloy.
Pero may nakalaan na ho na pondo para dito.
Wala ho dahil sabi ng Pangulo ay hindi magandang proyekto yung
So siguro, noong 2010 magkano ho yung savings na 2011, magkano ho yung savings na nakuha nyo? Out of the 237 billion, magkano ho dito yung savings? And what is the source?
Halimbawa ho, yung unreleased personnel services. Sa 2010, umabot ho siya ng 36.3 billion. Sa 2011, umabot ho siya ng 35.97 billion. Sa 2012, umabot ho siya ng 42.4 billion. At sa 2013, 31.2 billion.
Ano yung total, bale?
145.972 billion.
So kung idideduct ho natin sa 237 billion, may mga, saan pa ho hinugot yung balanse?
Yun namang iba galing sa MOOE, yung sa mga overhead or support to operations funds. Halimbawa, noong 2010, umabot siya ng 17.75 billion. Noong 2011, 11.8 billion. Noong 2012, 12.6 billion. At noong 2013, 4.1 billion. At yung huling pinanggalingan ng savings ay yung savings from capital outlays. At noong 2010, 9.5 billion. Noong 2011, 11.9 billion. Noong 2012, 11.74 billion at noong 2013, 12.12 billion. So, kung atin pong susumahin yung PSMOE capital outlay na savings, umabot ho siya ng 237,507,894.
Paano ho yung proyekto na withdrawn dun sa DOTC? Saan ho ito pumapasok?
Well, depende kung ano yung expense or allotment class ho niya.
Ito ho yung, ito nakasulat dito, 20 the amount. May sulat to si Secretary Abaya
Tama ho yan.
sa DBM. Sinasabi niya na the amount offered from the 2012 budget is 6,064,998 plus, while the amount from the 2013 budget is 8.5 billion. Na ang total ho ay 14.5 billion.
Tama ho yan. Kalakihan po niyan, malamang sa capital outlay dahil DOTC.
So under ho to nung savings from
Capital outlay. Tama ho yan.
Meron din ho ba kayong pagsusuri na ginawa dun sa mga, katulad nito, may mga proyekto dito sa DOTC na hindi na ho natuloy. Meron ho ba kayong ginawang pag-aaral yung kung itong mga shelved projects nyo ay mas maganda or yung multiplier effect na to mas okay kesa dun sa mga inaprubahan nyo sa DAP?
Usually meron ho kasi kaming dinideploy na account management teams dun sa nakikita namin ng mga ahensya na mabagal ang galaw ng kanilang mga appropriations. So halimbawa sa Department of Agriculture with respect to irrigation projects and farm-to-market roads, at the Department of Health with respect to health facilities infrastructure, nagdi-deploy ho kami doon para malaman natin. Kasi we don't do this unilaterally. We don't just simply say, aamin na yung pondo nyo. Inakausap kasi namin yung mga ahensya at inaalam namin, Hunyo na, pag-uumpisa na yung Hulyo, hindi pa kayo nakakapag-obligate ng inyong allotments.
So do you
Kakayanin
confirm?
nyo pa ba? Minsan kasi, sasabihin ng public works sa amin, malamang hindi na kasi nakatenga pa yung right of way issue sa korte. Kung hihintayin natin yung desisyon ng korte dahil mayroong question sa valuation, baka umabot na yan ng susunod na taon, kunin nyo na muna, gamitin nyo sa iba.
So kino-confirm nyo ho na yung 14 billion sa DOTC ay nagamit sa DAP?
Ay nailipat ho dun sa consolidated savings ng gobyerno na pwedeng gamitin sa DAP.
Kasi nakasulat nga ho dito, ang isang proyekto na hindi natuloy ay ang rehabilitasyon ng NAIA 1 terminal. Kung matatanda nyo, I think last week, sumabog yung septic tank ng NAIA 1. Tapos, we shelved this project for another project.
Well, that was the time kasi ho na pinag-aaralan pa anong pinakamabisang paraan para ma-rehabilitate yung NAIA 1. Kasi may issue nga, ang problema ba dyan, structural o yun lamang kailangan ayusin lang yung palitada? So, dumaan pa yan ng mga...
Hindi ba sa mga proyekto na sinasubmit, may pag-aaral na ho, bago ho isubmit sa Kongreso yung mga proyekto, lahat ho yan dumaan na sa pag-aaral. So, bakit itong NAIA 1 terminal, kailangan pag-aralan pa ulit?
Well, naging issue, nalaman nga na baka may structural concerns dyan sa NAIA, kaya mas malaki namang panganib kung itutuloy yan na merong structural concern. So, idinaan muna parang sa stress test yung building.
At saan naman ho kinuha yung pondo pang stress test? Hindi ho ba kasama yun dun sa budget ng NAIA 1 terminal rehabilitation?
Malamang ho ang Secretary of Transportation, pwede ho natin tanongin kung saan ho nanggaling.
Sige po.
Secretary Abaya, please. Yes, sir. Ang tanong yata ni Senator Binay ay, kung tama ko, Nancy,
why
saan kinuha
with-
yung stress pondo para sa stress test?
And why recommend na i-withdraw tong NAIA 1 terminal project?
Well, yung nangyari po nun, ma'am, ay initially, ang balak po talaga ay pagandahin ang NAIA. But nung panahon ngayon, nung nag-raise ho ang issue din na to-coordinate po then ang DOTC at DPWH at ni-raise kami, since it's a 30-year-old building, mukhang may issues on structure. Nagkaroon din ng malaking discussion whether dapat gawin tong performance-based or code-based. Dahil po sa kakulangan din ng ating pamahalaan na magkaroon ng experts na magsa-certify on performance-based. Kaya po itinulak yung performance-based. Nais po naming i-rehabilitate ang NAIA 1 nang hindi sinasarhan. Nakita po namin yung code-based, bagamat base sa CODA, ay kailangan po nating saran yung yung NAIA. Kaya tinulak yung performance base para nakikita nyo ngayon, nire-rehabilitate po ang NAIA 1, matatapos po by the end of February of 2015, that is next year, nang hindi po kailangang sarahan ng ating airport. So patuloy pong naglilingkod po ang NAIA 1.
Tapos meron din ho ditong budget 549,188,143. Ang nakasulat ho dito, upgrading and rehabilitation of passenger concourse, waiting area, restroom, lobbies. This project was shelved. Nakaikot na ho ba kayo sa mga... This was supposed to be for airports nationwide. Hindi ho natin tinuloy itong proyekto na to. Hindi ko alam kung nakakaikot ho kayo sa mga airport natin. Nakakahiya ho yung mga restrooms natin. And na-withdraw ho itong proyekto na to for DAP.
Well, nung winidraw ho yan, congressman pa ho ako nun. So the best, I went by the wisdom of the executive then. Nung na-appoint po ng Pangulo at tinuloy ko po rin po yung programa ni Secretary Rojas, hindi lang po mga banyo ng airport ang ginagawa po
I
namin.
guess, ano hong cause of delay ng proyekto na to? Mahirap po bang mag-renovate ng banyo?
Well, minsan, I think yung ginawa po ng kalihim noon, nakikita po namin yung savings, not in the savings of budget, kundi yung maititipid natin sa pondo ng pamahalaan. Imbis na ikinokontrata lang kada banyo, kada opisina ng DOTC, whether airport, ports, LTO building, or LTFRB. Baka magandang ideya na isang beses lang i-procure ang kailangang materyales dito at saka i-bid separately yung labor. Dahil nakikita natin, kung bulko ho nating bibilhin, mas makakatipid din tayo.
Pero di ba ang reason nga ho sa DAP, we need to accelerate the program. So I don't see why hindi, kung bakit hindi to pasok dun sa ganong criteria
Well, the toilets and the restrooms weren't we weren't a recipient of DAP.
Yun na nga ho because tinanggalan niyo ho ng pondo yung ganong proyekto para ibigay sa DAP, para ibigay sa ibang proyekto. Am I correct?
Well,
You withdrew 549 million.
I was still in Congress then, ma'am.
So, sino who is competent enough to answer that
But I
question?
think what happened then was in anticipation that we at that time it was admitted that it couldn't be implemented.
Why not?
I was in Congress then, ma'am.
So, Secretary Abad, sino ho pwedeng sumagot?
Na yung punto ho ni ang DAP hindi lang ho naman accelerated ng spending. If we can spend
Or in
wisely.
terms of service ho, mas maraming matutulungan pag naayos ho itong mga ganitong facility sa airport natin.
Kaya hanggang-
So, it qualifies already 2 criterias for that project.
Kasi pag ginawa ho nilang bulk purchase, hindi lang ho mapapadali yung isang project, kundi maraming project at a lesser cost. Kasi ang isang layunin din naman ng DAP, matiyak natin na walang masasayang at hanggat maaari, we get optimum results from the investment.
So, why ask this amount from Congress?
Lalo hong madidelay kung pupunta ho kami ng
Hindi ho,
Congress.
di ba kayo naman ho nagsabi sa Kongreso na kailangan namin ng 549 million for this project, which the Congress approved, di ba ho? So dapat to, tapos biglang middle of the year, sasabihin nyo, ay sandali kasi kailangan namin baka mas maganda bulk purchase or something like that. So
Yun na nga ho yung
So
sinasabi
parang
ko kanina.
lumalabas ho, walang foresight when it comes to planning, budgeting.
Yun nga ho yung sinasabi ko ho kanina na may mga pangangailangan na hindi natin nakikita dahil maaga ho nating
Hindi nyo ho
binabalagtas
nakikita yung pangangailangan ng mga
Hindi,
restrooms sa
sabihin
mga
yung
airport nationwide.
pangangailangan na mas maganda pala kung ang procurement dito ay gawing bulk para sa ganon. Mas maraming banyo
And
at
who's at
terminal.
fault? Who's at fault? Siguro dapat may managot kung bakit nagkakaroon ng delay dun sa approved projects ng Kongreso. Tama ho ba?
Taon-taon naman ho, bumabalik ho kami sa inyo eh. At yan ho siguro yung proseso
Kasi
na kung
paano ho
saan-
kung sinasadya yung delay?
Hindi naman ho siguro ganun ang pangyayari. At taon-taon, pwede naman pagsabihan ng Congress ang executive, katulad ho na nagiging palitan natin ngayon upang sa ganon, lalong mapabuti yung implementasyon ng mga proyekto.
Secretary Abad, with the indulgence of Senator Binay, I see the point of Senator Nancy Because this is part of your submission to the Supreme Court. Isa to sa mga sinabit yung requirement. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nancy, you're referring to a document. Si Secretary Abaya yung pumirma ng sulat at ang sinabi niya, in compliance with the requirement of the DBM to submit a list of projects to be withdrawn. At hindi lang NAIA yun, pati seaport, port, kung ano-anong listahan ng nandun. Lighthouse, alangan namang ibabundle ho lahat yun. I think the question really is, on the part of Congress, why did the executive propose that to begin with? Only to tell the Secretary of DBM halfway through the year, na kunin mo na to,
Kasi may problema sila sa bidding.
hindi namin magagamit lahat to. No, stress test man, bidding man, hindi ko na alam kung anong dahilan. But why was it proposed to begin with? And then reallocated to projects that Congress did not even know about anymore. When you were upper chair, Secretary, it was a common complaint among congressmen, if you remember. Palagi niresolbahan na yan ang Aquino administration, to be fair. Palagi nagpo-propose ng budget ang DepEd para sa 15,000 teachers, 20,000 teachers. Year in, year out, we approve it. But year in, year out, DepEd only hires 8,000, 7,000. Savings na ho yung balance eh. Under the Aquino administration, that was corrected, although we even reduced the amount further in 2014, remember? Because the proposed budget was for 15,000 teachers from January 1 to December 31. And we all know you cannot hire all 15,000 teachers in January 1. But in this case, there's a list of projects eh. Lighthouse, iba-iba. Totaling 14 billion in a span of 2 years. And this was upon the instance of DBM na mag-submit ng listahan ang DOTC ng amounts to be withdrawn. Secretary ba?
Sir, if I may answer. With regards to NAIA 1, as I've said, initially, the impression then ay madili lang to, pagandahin, palamutiin ang loob and make it convenient to passengers. Eventually, there were discoveries on structural issues. The challenge then was DPWH, with the indulgence of Secretary Singson, did not have any expert who could certify a performance-based design. We had to resort to procuring a consultant from abroad or an independent consultant who would have the expertise to certify a performance-based design. So, as required by the procurement law, we had to publish, we had to get various interested parties. Eventually, we procured. And we also had to convince DPWH that to honor, because important criteria here is to rehabilitate NAIA 1 without closing it down. Because I could imagine the disservice the government would do if you close down NAIA 1. So yan contributed to. At the time, I suppose, when the budget was crafted or being planned, it wasn't imagined that structural issues would come up. They thought it would have been a plain rehab. So these are developments that even the best of the secretaries couldn't foresee during the time that the budget is made. For the toilets, what really took long was the program of works of thousands of comfort rooms in all LTO, LTFRB, airports, and ports. That took time. In hindsight, now I see the DOTC really lacked the organization and personnel to handle the budget that we have to push out all these projects. As we are currently adjusting the organization and hiring people, because it's only now in this administration that we have the opportunity of resources of really catching up on infrastructure.
Sir, you're two-thirds already finished with the term of President Aquino. You only have 1/3 remaining, even less than that. Isn't it a bit late for you to realize these things at this time?
Well, Mr. Chairman, in the 1.5 years I was in office, doing my...
Huwag bibitiw, magpapatuloy ang mainit na balita sa pagbabalik ng Balitang Halik.